Hello all. Today we are solving LeetCode problem number 1653, minimum deletions to make string balanced. So we are given a string called S and it consists of only characters A and B. So there is no other characters except A and B. So you can delete any number of characters in S such that to make the string balanced. So what exactly is a balanced string? So a balanced string is a string at which there exists a point at which the left of the point is all A's and right of the point is all B's. So that is the condition for a string to be balanced. So you have to reach the make sure the string is balanced by deletion of any characters. You cannot add any characters into the string, you can only delete it. So you have to return the minimum number of deletion that is needed to make the string S balanced. So based on this first example, you can see here you have A B A B B A B. So you can be at this point. Let me change the color for this. So you can be at this point and you can remove this B from the left, and you also can remove this A from the right. So it consumes two operations. So similarly you can also, let me rewrite this again, B A A. So you can also remove these you can be at this point and you can remove this A and this A as well, which will again cost us two operation. So it doesn't matter that left and right side has equal amounts of A and B. Instead it should be balanced. The right side of the string should be completely be all B's and left should be all A's. So doesn't matter if the count is higher, the B count is higher than the A, or A count is higher than the B. So it doesn't matter, only thing is this is the ask. So how do we solve this? So from this observation itself we have that A B A, we have a point here, right? So how do we know that from this point we have to remove this B and we have to remove this A, right? So we are at this point. In fact, this can be an this can be an index, which is nothing but this index, right? This A index. You have to check how many B exist in left side and how many A exist in right side. So now by finding that, your task is to remove, right? So for that you have to remove B from left and A from right, right? So at this point you have to remove this B from left and A from right, right? So this is giving us a minimum value, in fact, which is nothing but 2. So what at this point, the next index, let us consume this, let us assume this as the position or the point. So now left of B, this B will have the left will have 1 B's and the right will have again 1 A's. So again this will also consume 2 removals for making this as a balanced. So similarly, standing at this position as well, you will have, let me rewrite this again. So A B, B. So now we are standing at this position, so you have to look for how many B's in the left side, which is nothing but this one and this one inclusive. So you have 2 here, and how many A's in the right side? It is 1. So 2 plus 3 is nothing but 3. So here one possibility is 2, the other possibility is 2, and one more possibility is 3. So you repeat that continuously starting from this position this as the position and jumping to the next index as the position, and repeating this until the end of string, and you will find the minimum among all the deletion operation required, and then you will return the answer with that minimum answer, right? So this is how we are going to solve this problem. And since we are iterating linearly through the string, this will consume order of n time, and we will use space complexity, or will be big O of n, because we can calculate the right side, right, which is nothing but this is a count on the right, so a count, sorry, this is b count in the left, that is what we can find, right? So this will be b count on the left, so we can find while iterating from 0 to n minus 1, right? But in case of finding the a count, right, you have to traverse from the reverse, right? You cannot go in the regular iteration, linear iteration, you cannot go ahead and you cannot calculate it right away. So you have to do the iteration from the reverse, and you can calculate the a present in the right, which is nothing but uh, the right side portion of the string, right? So for that you will use an extra array space where you will calculate the amount of a present in the right side, and using which you will calculate the a right, and you will also calculate b left, sum up and find the minimum value among them. So with this idea, let us go ahead and code this up. So time complexity will be big O of n, and space complexity also big O of n. So as I said, first we have to calculate the a count, which is from the reverse direction. So a count right is equal to star n. So we have to define n here. Then of s n times. So now we have to start from the reverse. So for I in range, this should be n minus 2. Starting from n minus 2, I will explain this in a short. So why are we starting from the n minus 2? Because we know that when we are at a position, or when we are at a point, the left and right only we are calculating, right? The point is non-inclusive. So when you start calculating from the right side for calculating the a count, last position doesn't matter, right? Because there exists no other characters right of the n minus 1th position. So you can start from n minus 2. So if you start from n minus 1, that would result in the index out of range issue. So it is due to that reason we are starting from n minus 2. So now let me copy this, but we have to update the position, right? So that we have to balance it by adding it with I plus 1. So now we have we will be filling in all and each and every index positions with this. So now you have to calculate based on the condition. So if s of I plus 1 equal to character a, right? So in that case you will increment the the value plus 1. You will increment the value by 1, else it will be 0. I think there is no requirement for else part here, because just we are incrementing. If there is nothing, we do not do not I mean we do not consider it, right? So this is the first part, and now we have to have the b count. So b left, so this can be initially 0, and the result can be initialized as float infinitive. Oops. Yeah, so now we will start iterating. In fact, we will enumerate the array. So for I and value in enumerate s, right, enumerate the string, so we will get the access to the index as well as the value, which in the character value there, right? So now you will have the result will be is equal to minimum of the result value, existing result value, and you will add the b count with the a count of I, so that you can access the a count, right? So b count plus a count, right, of index position I, so you will get access to the right count. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. So you will get updated value, but also you have to update the b count at each iteration, right? So if val equal to b, you will increment b count by 1, right? So yeah, so I think this is the pretty much the code is. So return result, let us run it. Oops, b count, a count, a count, right? Yeah, let us submit this, and there you go. Thank you.